There are, of course, a lot of love poems in poetry, and we have selected 4 of them for you that are more on the sour than the sweet side. I will read all the readers, but they will come up one at a time. Kathy Mitchell will read Suckling's The Constant Lover. Chuck Felling will read a Shakespeare sonnet. Nancy Lynch will read Yeats' John Kinsella's Lament. And Mary Gutman will read 2 poems by Dorothy Parker.
The Constant Lover by John Suckling. Out upon it. I have loved 3 whole days together, and am like to love 3 more, if it prove fair weather. Time shall moult away his wings, ere he shall discover in the whole wide world again such a constant lover. But the spite on it is no praise, is due at all to me. Love with me had made no stay, had it any been but she. Had it any been but she, and that very, very face, there had been, at least ere this, a dozen in her place.
Sonnet 130 by William Shakespeare. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, why then her breasts are dun. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. I have seen roses damasked red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. And in some perfumes there is more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound. I grant I never saw Gladys go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground, and yet, by heaven, I think my love as rare as any she belied with false compare.
John Kinsella's Lament for Mrs. Mary Moore by W.B. Yeats. A bloody and a sudden end, gunshot or a noose, for death who takes what man would keep, leaves what man would lose. He might have had my sister or my cousins by the score, but nothing satisfied the fool but my dear Mary Moore. None other knows what pleasures man at table or in bed. What shall I do for pretty girls now my old bawd is dead? Though swift to strike a bargain like an old Jew man, her bargain struck, we laughed and talked and emptied many a can. And oh, but she had stories, though not for the priest's ear, to keep the soul of man alive, banish age and care. And being old, she put a skin on everything she said. What shall I do for pretty girls now my old bawd is dead? The priests have got a book that says, but for Adam's sin, Eden's garden would be there, and I there within. No expectation fails there, no pleasing habit ends. No man grows old, no girl grows cold, but friends walk by with friends. Who quarrels over happenings that plucks the trees for bread? What shall I do for pretty girls now my old bawd is dead?
Two poems by Dorothy Parker. Unfortunate coincidence. By the time you swear you're his, shivering and sighing, and he vows his passion is infinite, undying. Lady, make a note of this. One of you is lying. Fighting words. Say my love is easy had. Say I'm bitten raw with pride. Say I am too often sad. Still behold me at your side. Say I'm neither brave nor young. Say I woo and coddle care. Say the devil touched my tongue. Still you have my heart to wear. But say my verses do not scan, and I get me another man.